A rivalry reborn. The Evolve. Era ignites. The night began with roaring energy, the kind that only WWE Evolve could deliver. The crowd was on fire, and the tension was so thick you could almost feel it through the screen. This wasn't just another wrestling match. This was the battle for the Evolve Championship, the crown jewel of a brand built on pure passion and determination. Jackson Drake, the cold, calculated technician, walked to the ring with one mission: to prove that his era wasn't ending anytime soon. Across the squared circle stood Bryce Donovan, the powerhouse who had clawed his way through every obstacle to earn this golden opportunity. As the announcer's voice echoed, "For the Evolve Championship," both men locked eyes, and in that instant, everyone knew this match was going to be an instant classic. Section 2. Technical Master versus Pure Power. From the opening bell, the story was crystal clear. Jackson Drake's precision versus Bryce Donovan's brute force. Drake started smart, using his experience to slow Donovan down, targeting his right leg with surgical precision. Every strike, every twist of the knee was a message. You can T-fight power if you can ET stand. But Bryce Donovan wasn't going down easily. The crowd roared as he countered a leg lock with a thunderous right hand, followed by a spine buster that rattled the ring. For a moment, it looked like Donovan had all the momentum. Yet Drake, ever the strategist, rolled out of the ring, smirking as he regrouped. He taunted Bryce, shouting, "You can't outthink me, rookie." The words fueled Donovan's rage, and the audience's cheers grew louder. The pace picked up. Donovan's power slams met Drake's counterattacks. A drop kick from Drake, a clothesline from Donovan. Back and forth they went. Two men giving everything they had for the gold. Section 3. Turning the Tide, the champion's desperation. Midway through the match, Jackson Drake's strategy began to show results. Donovan's right leg was clearly damaged. Every step, every movement looked painful. Sensing weakness, Drake pounced. He locked Donovan into a single-leg Boston Crab, screaming for him to tap out. The referee leaned close, asking if Donovan wanted to give up. But Bryce Donovan refused. The crowd chanted his name. "Bryce! Bryce! Bryce!" The arena practically shaking. He crawled to the ropes, dragging the champion's weight with him, and finally grabbed the bottom rope to break the hold. Drake, furious, unleashed a flurry of strikes. A running knee, a super kick. He went for the cover. 1, 2, no! Donovan kicked out just in time. The fans exploded. The champion slammed the mat in frustration. He thought the match was his. But Bryce Donovan was still breathing, still fighting, still dreaming of holding the Evolve title high above his head. Section 4. The Heart of a Contender. Donovan began to rally. Despite the pain, he fired up the crowd, his adrenaline taking over. A massive shoulder tackle, a belly-to-belly suplex, then a huge powerbomb that shook the entire arena. He crawled to the cover. 1, 2. Drake got the shoulder up. The fans were on their feet. Everyone knew this was more than just a match. It was a test of will. Donovan signaled for his finisher, the Donovan driver. He lifted Drake up, but his injured leg buckled. Drake seized the moment, rolling Donovan into a small package. 1, 2. But Bryce kicked out again. Now, both men were running on fumes. Every move was slower, every breath heavier. They stood toe-to-toe in the center of the ring, trading punches as the crowd counted along. 1, 2, 3, 4. The energy was electric. Then, out of nowhere, Donovan hit a massive clothesline. The crowd screamed. He stumbled to his feet, lifted Drake once more. Donovan driver. 1, 2, 3. No. Drake's foot was on the rope. Pure ring awareness from the champion saved his title by inches. Section 5. A Champion's Escape and a New Beginning. The final minutes were pure chaos. Drake, desperate and beaten down, reached into his bag of tricks. As the referee checked on Donovan's leg, Drake untied a turnbuckle pad, exposing the steel underneath. Moments later, Donovan charged, but Drake sidestepped, sending him crashing headfirst into the exposed corner. The crowd erupted in boos. Drake hooked him up, planted him with the Drake effect, his brutal DDT finisher, and went for the pin.